Hi everyone, my name's Michelle and I'm Mama Loves You GB here on FlossTube, but also over on Instagram and Etsy as well. Welcome to the Sunday morning briefing, although it might not be the Sunday morning briefing. Well, it definitely won't be. Well, certainly not today anyway. If we're lucky, it might be the Sunday evening briefing, or it might be the Monday morning briefing. Yesterday was just one of those days. Life happened yesterday and I was just... It's the Easter holidays. I finished for school on Friday afternoon and I think mostly yesterday I just spent staring into middle distance. I just was kind of zoned out and just didn't get around to filming a floss tube, and I don't think it would have been very good even if I had done. So I decided to hang fire, get all my ducks in a row, although they're never really all in a row. They're not even always in the same pond, but decided to just take a little while just to get things up together, and then I might be able to present something to you quite coherently. The reason I say that is because we obviously went through till Friday. Well, you might be able to hear my daughter coughing. She's got this most horrendous cough as well at the minute, bless her. She just can't shift it. So yeah, we went right through to Friday. And on Thursday morning, I was talking to my tutor group and I wanted them to be quiet. So my brain and my mouth actually shouted Alexa at them. She stood at the front of the class and randomly in front of 30 children shouted Alexa. I don't know what it was. They must just have tweaked some of the same brainwaves that the Alexa tweaks in me, usually when I get slightly annoyed with her. But yeah, that shows my mental state finishing this week. So I've got a little bit of stitching to show you, a little bit of stitchy kindness, a little bit of haul. I've got the winners from the competitions that I did 2 weeks ago, and that'll probably just round things up. I am hoping now that it's the Easter holidays, I'll be able to do a little bit of finishing as well. Oh, the other thing happened last week. A bird pooed on my head just as I was walking into school. Beautiful, absolutely perfect timing. So the first thing I did was buy a lottery ticket, because apparently that's supposed to be good luck, but yeah, I didn't win. Hence why I'm still here and not touring all the cross-stitch shops in America currently. Anyway, let's have a look and see what I've been stitching on. I have got 2 things to show you and I am 10 pence short of a finish on both. It's a sad state of affairs, if the truth be told. So the first thing I was stitching on last week was this little Mill Hill kit that I picked up at the cross stitch show. No, it wasn't even a cross stitch show because they hardly had any. The Create and Craft show last week in at the NEC. Sorry. And to all intents and purposes, it is pretty much finished. I've just got a little bit of beading to do around the outside and a little bit of beading to do up here. So like I say, he's 10 pence short of a finish, and then he will be done and ready to hang on the Christmas tree come next Christmas. So yeah, a nice little interlude. I've been able to stitch on him quite happily this week. And then the other thing that I have been working on was a new start, actually. I showed you this last week that I had bought. Now I've just folded the chart to be able to show you that. So this is by Magnolia Nest Designs, and again I'm going to have to put the name of the Instagram account of the lady that's associated with this because I can never remember them going together. But anyway, let me show you this. This is Spring in Wales, okay, and it's basically to make either a drum band or a little almost like a ribbon you could put on a cotton reel. She's done Spring in Wales and she's also done Spring in England, which now I've stitched this one, I really want to stitch the Spring in England as well. So I couldn't find a model for this, so when I was stitching it I was hoping it was going to come out as nicely as I thought it would. As you can see on my picture, I have drawn some whiskers on the otter to remind myself to add some whiskers to the otter. And I have nearly finished it. I have stitched it using similar threads, over dyes, bit of a stash buster. There is some mistakes on it. My fish are too far apart, but never mind, these things happen. So this is where I am so far. So this is the house, and I've started doing the back stitch underneath. I'm using a sulky actually, so I've used 2 strands over 2 for everything else. This is 32 count bark by West Green Loft Yarns. West Green Loft Yarns. So I've used 2 over 2 for everything else, but I decided to do the wording in a sulky. Let me just show you it. There we go. So it's going to go underneath, because a sulky is just that little bit thicker, but it's not 2 strands. It's still a single strand. So there's my house and my fish. I've got to finish my fish off. There's my otter. I've got to finish him off. The wild garlic, that's the wood warbler, who, until I put his beak and his belly in, looked like a budgie. The drift of daffodils, and I've changed the daffodils because we've got outside our house so many different daffodils. They're not just yellow with yellow trumpets. Some of them are pale yellow with bright orange trumpets, which are my favourites. Some of them are darker yellow with pale yellow trumpets. There's all sorts of variety in literally what I can just see out of the window now. And then that is the red grouse. So I am, again, 10 pence short of a finish on this one. I've just got to finish my otter and that bottom fish and the wording. So this will hopefully be a finish for next week. And I don't know whether I'm going to make it into a little short drum or whether I might turn it into a ribbon to wrap around a cotton reel. I don't know. I'm not sure. I do like it. Dogs are going mad as well now. Easter holidays, there's me thinking that I was coming home for a little bit of peace and quiet. I'm not sure it's any quieter here. I'm just going to show you that again because I'm really pleased with that. It has stitched up really, really nicely. As I said, I use kind of like the called for colour inspiration and just whatever stash was within easy reach, if I'm honest. That's usually what governs what thread I use. What can I reach? So that is all my stitching for this week. That's it. That's all she wrote. Right, let's get on and do the competition winners then. So I had competitions running. I had 5 competitions running actually in the last 2 weeks. And I have drawn them using the comment picker from YouTube. And I have handily written them on the back of this here envelope. So let's start with this envelope. This envelope was sent to me by Linda from the Sampler Guild, and it contains the Miss Hazel chart, which she has kindly donated, along with a membership to the Sampler Guild. So you too could become, I'll see if I can grab it from here. Oh, my little badge is just here. I'm going to have to get it now. So you too could become a member of the Sampler Guild. If you remember, the giveaway word was squirrel, which is potentially the most apt word that we could have picked for the Sampler Guild, because we're always off on one kind of squirrel or another. And the winner of this and the membership was Kathy Gutzman. So I'll put the name and the little quote up there, or the competition entry. So Kathy, if you can give me an email or drop me a DM on Instagram, that'd probably be the easiest. And then I can send this chart out to you, and then I can pass your details to Linda, who will induct you into the Sampler Guild. As far as I know, there's no initiation ceremony, but I'm sure she'll let you know. And then we had the giveaways from the lovely Ruthie from Crow's Feet Stitching. So let's first of all do the Welsh ones. Where are the Welsh ones? Talk amongst yourselves. All right, let's do the Norfolk one first. Let's do the Norfolk ones first. So this was Maria Friston, the full sampler. Ooh, get funny like that. And the winner of the copy of the full sampler was Rachel Hyde. So congratulations, Rachel. I'll just put your little comment up there as well. And the winner of the drum was Noreen Kennedy. Now I know Noreen. She frequently comes to retreats that I've been to. She's such a lovely, lovely lady. So congratulations, Noreen. And then the Welsh ones, here we go, just didn't dig enough in the pile. We've got Mary Jenkins, the full sampler, and this one is going to Kerry Hunter. Congratulations, Kerry. And then Mary Jenkins' cushion is going to Donna McKinney. So congratulations to you. If you can all drop me a message via Instagram or via an email, then I can get those sent out to you from Ruthie. So we'll just need your email address. So if you drop me a message on Instagram, please be sure to include your email address because they will come out to you as PDFs. So well done, congratulations. I have a couple more PDFs to show you actually. These were sent to me by the lovely Ellen. Now, I have been lucky enough to be Ellen's wife of the week, I think on more than one occasion actually. And she has released 2 new charts and she sent them over to me. So I'm going to share them with you and show them to you. So this one is called Round the City, which is a fabulous drum. And you can see there all of the buildings. So if you like stitching buildings, this is definitely for you. And I love that little strawberry on the top of the drum there. How fabulous is that? So I haven't printed the whole thing out because my printer is literally on its last legs with both paper and ink. So I went for one really good sheet rather than the whole chart of potentially awful copy. So that one's called Round the City that she's released. And then this one is a set of 4. And it is in fact called 4 Fancy Tiles. Now, if you like birds, there's a lot of people stitching bird samplers and things like that at the moment. So there's this one here, which has got a beautiful bird in the middle. This one you might not be able to make out, but it's got a tiny elephant in the middle. So absolutely beautiful. You get all 4 of those charts. So do go and check out Ellen's. I'm eyeing myself up another one of her charts at the minute as well. It's a beautiful one with a red house. It's called, it was to do with Sampler September House, something like that. I'll put a picture across the bottom and a picture of it up there. I think that's going to be one of my next purchases because I just love that. I saw somebody stitching it actually at Stitch in London, the October version. And I just, until you see something in the flesh, you don't always get that. Oh my God, that's drop dead gorgeous. And I massively got that for that one. So I think I should be getting that one. Right, freebies. I've got 2 freebies. One, because I saw that Jennifer Upton actually had stitched it. So Jennifer Upton has got her own YouTube channel. She's a FlossTuber as well. And she had stitched this one. So this is called Starlings by Owl Forest Embroidery. And this is a free chart and she'd stitched it up and it looked amazing. Really, really nice. Beautiful spring colours, but not necessarily really, really pastel-y. But I think you could change this up to kind of be whatever you wanted it to be. Change those flowers to reds. I think it would be great. So that is the freebie. But I also, while I was there, saw another freebie that I thought you would like. And because of it being Easter Sunday next week, I thought I would show this one to you as well. This is called Spring Hopping from Owl Forest Embroidery, or similar. Easy for you to say, but apparently not. So, 2 freebies this week. One that I'd seen, one that I happened upon. What else have we got? We're down to just a little bit of haul now. The first piece is something that I've been promising to show you for the last 2 weeks, but I've managed to leave it out of my haul, my market haul, for 2 weeks running. So this is called 12 Days of Christmas Stockings by Annie B's Folk Art. And I loved this when it first came out. It came out as a part work, I think, with, does it say where? Crazy Annie Stitching. So it came out as a part work a couple of years ago, and then this is the full booklet for it. So I will see if I can show you the designs without showing you the charts. The trouble is they are all on pages where the charts are present. So you've got 1 and then 9 in the background there. And then on this page, you can see 11 and 12 and a little bit of 2. But as I said, the actual chart is right next to the picture on every one. Oh, there's 8 and 9. So beautiful, and they're not that massive. All of the models were stitched on 14 count black Ada. Stockings are 50 by 67, so 4.5 inches by 5 1/8. So I think I might stitch mine on possibly 32 count or even 36 count and do a sulky conversion, because I really like sulky threads on 32 and 36 count. So I think that's my plan. I then also got my floss of the month. I'm collecting the Classic Colourworks flosses of the month through Lakeside Needlecraft. So I got Manna Red. I'm going to put some of these aside and I'll show you for why in a minute. Macaroni and Cheese. I'm not sure if my macaroni and cheese ever turned that colour that I would actually eat it. Little House Brown. Mauvelous. Ladybug, love that one. Magnolia Blossom. Lobster Claw. Little Pink Peony. Meadow Green. Licorice Red. And Lunar Eclipse. Now, just while I was doing that, it reminded me of a question that I'd had. Somebody had asked me, you can quite often hear a tinkling and a wrinkling in my videos, and what was it that they can hear? So I'll just show you, just so that you know. I always wear 2 bracelets, they never come off. I've got a rose gold solid bangle there and a little silver bangle there. And I also frequently in my videos wear my clog eye charm bracelet. So it's got all sorts of things on it, like a little Welsh umbrella, a strawberry, a little frog. I don't know if you can see that, he seems to keep the frog away from me sometimes. And bizarrely, I don't know if you can see that one from where it's trapped, a little bowler hat. So that's frequently what the tinkling is that you can hear, and I've been meaning to answer that question for a couple of weeks now. I also bought from Stash Unload this lovely chart, which I don't think I've ever seen before. It is by Carriage House Samplings and it's called Scarlet Berries. It was a second-hand copy. I don't know if it's got a date on it. 2006, it's on the chart. But I really like that. And then don't you just love it when karma comes, or the stitchy gods are shining on you? So this came on the same day that my threads came. Now, this is stitched in NPI and it has a DMC conversion. But, all I need to add to that is a green. And that is my 4 colours. So not only have I bought a chart, I have kitted it in one foul swoop as well, just because the stitchy gods thought that, okay, I haven't managed to make her win the lottery for pooing on her head, but let's send a little bit of stitchy goodness. And the other thing I bought was totally down to Amanda, who is Alba Stitcher on FlossTube. She showed this book and I literally paused the video and went and bought it. So this is Autumn at Not Forgotten Farm. Now, Not Forgotten Farm is not the easiest of designers to get in the UK, and it has got lots and lots of projects in it. 3 of them are cross stitch, a couple of punch needle. I think one of them is like a rag hooking thing, which is something I've never done. But the 3 things that I really liked were these 3 cross stitches here, which I'll try and find a better picture of, and this little thimble pincushion here. So let's see if I can find without showing you the chart. So there's that one. There is this one. which is obviously just a little shoe. Have a think about shoes. And this one. And there we go. This one with the turkeys. So can highly recommend that. It's a good book, and for the money it more than covers the cost of those 3 charts. That's it from me. I am determined to sleep lots this holiday. That's the one thing I feel that my body needs, is some extra sleep. So I'm determined to sleep lots, make lots, be creative, and just enjoy the Easter holidays. And I really hope that you do too, regardless of whatever you're doing, whatever you're celebrating or not celebrating. I hope that over the next couple of weeks you're able to spend some time with family and just relax. I will see you next week. It'll be Easter Sunday, but I will see you. I probably will be eating chocolate, but we'll have a nice talk about stitching. Stay classy, stitchers.